car, in your new team. An incredible feeling, you said yesterday. How has it been out there over the last couple of days, and what are your emotions right now?
It's been a really good couple of days. Obviously, with the weather got in the way a little bit of today's running, so I didn't get the full. There's an extra 30 laps or so I was supposed to try and get today, but nonetheless, we got through a lot of the program, and we're just basically just focusing on exploring, and for me, just getting integrated with the team as much as possible. It might seem like it's been long, but it's not. It's only been a month with the team, so it's we've crammed in a lot in this short space of time, but we've really come a long way together. So yeah, and the car was feeling good on track. So.
Hello, Lewis. Ferrari has always been special. Lewis Hamilton also. But when you mix the two, it's unbelievable. You have just to see here, it's completely crazy and excitement. Do you yourself feel this kind of excitement, and how do you manage that?
I definitely do. I mean, I felt it the beginning of last year, and then particularly this year from day one. It's been amazing to see the response from not only the team and the warm welcome I had within the team, but the positivity from people outside of the team and within the sport, but also outside, just everyone excited. And it's been a really great start to the year for me. So many positive things that have happened, and positive things that are up ahead as well. So no, it just feels right. Feels great.
Luis, I think you had the emotional phase. Now it's the work phase. What stage are you in learning this car, and when do you think you will have all under control as you want?
Well, I don't have a crystal ball, so all I can say is that we're just taking it one day at a time. We're really just focused on doing our job. We're not watching everything else that's happening. We're literally just trying to make sure that we're learning our processes in the car, and with every lap and every session that I get, I'm learning more about the car, getting more and more comfortable with all the completely different control systems that we have. I'm still in the learning phase of understanding the rear suspension, the front suspension, all the different settings that they have for those, and the terminology that they use for them as well. My engineer and I are also learning how we both like to work in terms of communication. So after every session, every time I go out, basically, we come back in, we're making adjustments to the information that I give him and vice versa. And but I think it's on plan. Like whereas we couldn't be further ahead with the short space of time that we've had. And I've been really looking into like the previous great drivers that came along, such as Sebastian and Fernando, who started much earlier than me, in November, for example. So we've done a lot in that small period of time we've had, but I think it's been really great and really, really well reciprocated on both sides.
Hello, Lewis. Since those tests have started, we often see you with your head around your eyes or in front of your head. Is there a reason to this? Do you feel there is too much attention around you?
Well, no, I think in general, people that are in the spotlight are you're constantly being pictured. For me, I really generally like to stay private as much as I can. Of course, I'm in this environment where it's not necessarily the easiest, but I don't always want a camera in my face, and so yeah, if I don't want to be pictured, then I don't want to be pictured. The only way to do it is to cover my face, and you're not going to use a picture with me like this. So, and yeah, I think, because you just take pictures and pictures and pictures and pictures, and it's all online. So I don't know. I think it's just about privacy. It's about keeping something to myself, and so I'm holding in, keeping a part of me that's the way I stay happy.
Lewis, you've talked about trying to condense the acclimatization period as best you can here. Yet you looked very confident in the car today. Can you say that the car as a concept is a better one for you than your previous car? This one?
I think it's very early, a bit early to say, but I am really enjoying the car. We're slowly bonding, I think, and like yesterday was a so-so day. It was just okay, but you know, yesterday we got through all our run plan. We're testing a bunch of things, so we're not doing setup. I'm not doing setup changes or directing where I want the car to go. We're just getting through the motions. As where today was a bit more of getting to explore a bit of my interaction with my engineer. But so far, I really enjoy driving this car.
I like the idea that you're having to learn the terms for everything. Is like anti-roll bar still? Do they call it anti-roll bar? Are they asking you about the Manatino as well? Do you know about the Manatino?
Yeah, no, it's different. It's just the effect is slightly different, and the names they'll have will be different for them. But I mean, roll is still roll. They still anti-roll bar, still anti-roll bar, but it's some of the other parts of the geometry, which there's just different words for it. So I've got it all on my computer, and I'm studying it each day and night to make sure I understand when they're talking about these different components. Because I've done 12 years in another place that took, you know, it was just, we talked about the same thing all the time. So it was so, I was used to it. I knew exactly what they were meaning. But every time they mention it in the debrief, I'm like, what part is that? I'll get this part. So, you know, it's a part of the learning process, and that's what makes it exciting, because it's all new. And that part, I'm I'm loving that newness.
Is hammer time still going to be hammer time?
I haven't spoken to my engineer about that. I don't know how it would sound with an Italian accent, so I have to find an Italian word. Probably we'll probably find something new. Yeah.
Luis, a new environment for you, plenty of unknown faces, but you got Angela back at your side. How important is it to have some familiar faces around, and don't you could have more people that you know around you in this transition period, let's say?
I mean, it's always important to have a good foundation of people around you. I've generally had a very good base for many, many years. So I still have all the team that I had last year, but I've brought Angie on top of that. And we have a great relationship, me and Angie. We've known each other for a long, long time. We've gone through a lot together. And, you know, she took a couple of years out and she spent time with her family and discovering the world, and asking her to come and start this new chapter with me, and her accepting it was really exciting. And we've been having a blast. This past month together has been really awesome.
Luis, the announcement was last year when the announcement that you're going to be a Ferrari driver, but this is the year when we could actually see you in red. So my question is, how do you like that color, and how is life in general in Ferrari? Because as you mentioned, there are a lot of new faces, of course.
Yes. Well, I think red suits me, so it's good. We tested it out last year in a couple of outfits, so you could see. But yeah, honestly, it's an honor to be a part of this historic team. And I mean, red is the color of passion, right? It's of love. So there's a huge amount of passion in this team, as you know. Also with the fan base that they have, with the Tifosi, and that's you see that with everyone at Ferrari, because obviously at Ferrari you've got the car manufacturer as well, but we're all under pretty much the same roof. So when I cross the road and go to the wind tunnel, for example, I see other members of the team, but they're not necessarily on the race team, but they're still a part of the team, you know. So it's really, really special to see that and experience that each day. And each day, obviously, I'm meeting new people all the time. So, but they've gone out of their way to make me feel welcome, which is it's honestly, it's been the best month. I've had the best time. It's been tiring. We've definitely all been pushing, but this is the time of focus. Everyone has their heads down, solely focused on doing the best we can each day, and as am I. Just trying to make sure we bring our best each day.
Lewis, you just said it's been the best month, but when you look at the fact that at this stage of your career, taking on a new challenge, how surprised maybe have you been positively to be so energized at this point? And what do you think it will do for you sort of moving into the year ahead in terms of everything getting better and being motivated through the year?
I think how you start often is very important. I think this past month couldn't have gone any different, and it couldn't have gone any better. Like, things along the way they had to happen. Like, Barcelona had to happen. The days that we've had, just every day has been significant and really about just building foundation. And whilst I mentioned like we have to cram a lot in a small space of time, we haven't rushed it. We still have taken our time. We've just been working flat out in the days, long days. But that's what we're here for, right? So, but I really do think it will pay dividends moving forwards. The work that has gone on, the focus, the communication, the changes that we've made. But there will be more also over the 6 to 8 months. You know, this is going to be continuously evolving. But I feel like we are. It's felt seamless. It's felt easy in a sense of gelling with the team. It's not felt that we've not had to force it. It's done it in its own time, and I feel at home.
Luis, can I ask you about your thoughts about this new Monaco pit stop rules? Do you like it? What do you think about it?
The 2-stop?
Yep.
I mean, I've had that idea I'm pretty sure that was my idea anyways, but if you go back and look at some of the transcripts of previous years, I've been mentioning the 2-stop for years. So I think Monaco has to be at least a 2-stop. I think the 1-stop was never really great. I think that Grand Prix is a great Grand Prix, but the race there's more to offer in the race. I think hopefully, maybe with more than one pit stop. That won't fix it all. We'll still have some of the issues of not overtaking and stuff, but I think it will make it more exciting. So yeah, I'm all for it.
Yes, I just wondered if you could touch on your relationship with Charles so far as well, how that's developing. He mentioned that there seem to be some similarities with your driving styles and how that might help development going forward, but how is that going on your side?
I mean, Charles is massively talented, and getting to see him work opposite the table and watching him in the garage is it's been really, really great to obviously he's been here for a long time, so he knows the team well. He speaks Italian. He's at home and at ease, and but because we already had a friendship before, I think that's made it a lot easier to just get straight in the room and work together. And he's incredibly talented, so he's going to be so fast this year. I'm looking forward to learning what I can from him and supporting him alongside the team to deliver the best results we can get.
Just looking ahead, if we can, to Melbourne, it's clear that it's going to be incredibly tight between Ferrari, between McLaren, Mercedes, and probably Red Bull as well. Hundredths of a seconds are going to count. How is your car? Do you have a feeling for it on the limit? Is it comfortable on the limit? Can you play with it a bit on the limit so far, or do you know that yet?
I mean, that's what these days are about, right? It's about exploring. I mean, at the moment, I think there's still room to explore more, and I'm just bit by bit, just eking out a little bit more each time. As I said, all the settings are so different. So even just brake bias and all those sorts of things, like it's much different to what I had in the previous place. So not necessarily unlearning what I did before, but kind of relearning this new way of working and where the car likes to be driven. It likes to be driven differently, and that's a really fun journey learning that. But at the moment, it feels that we definitely feel the car underneath me. I feel like the car is responding to my inputs. Today was a positive day in making those incremental steps with the setup. There's still more work to do, but as I said, timings and all that stuff is kind of not massively relevant here. You just got to focus on your program, and we'll find out in 2 weeks exactly where we stand. We'll probably have a bit of a base feeling after tomorrow of randomly where we are, but like you said, it's going to be very, very close. I think everyone's done a great job over winter, even like look at Williams looking strong as well, which is great. So.
Hi, Lewis. Since the questions I had in mind are already asked, a different one from me. Earlier today, I saw you in the box with John Elkann, and it was a conversation about a book, I believe, that Mr. Elkann gave to you, I think, and you're having a conversation about it, and both smiled. It seems like a nice conversation. Can you tell me what was the title of the book? What was the conversation about? I was really curious.
He hasn't given me the book. He showed me a book that he's reading, and that he recommended to me, and John and I have a really great relationship, and so we talk about a lot of different things, more so outside of racing, more normal life stuff, you know. And I'm trying to learn from John, you know. He heads a huge organization. I want to learn from him and how he goes about his daily life, his daily roles within his family, how he manages those things. So I look to him to learn, and so that was basically it. But yeah, it's great that he's here. It's really awesome that he's here, because he doesn't get a lot of time off to have days like this. So to be able to come here and be a part of the team on these days is great for everybody in the team.
So last two questions, I suppose. Mara and Gaetan.
Lewis, you won a lot in your life, in your career. Did you expect this kind of world attention you had in these first days with Ferrari?
I think.
Were you surprised about this?
The attention?
Attention.
Not really, if you think. I mean, not really if you think about my brand and, as you mentioned, my brand and the brand of Ferrari. You know it's going to make some sort, but of course I didn't know how much talk there would be, and it's been overwhelming how positive it's been and how it's been received. But again, everything we've done, from the shoots, from the marketing team, do an amazing job here where they turn around these great videos. It's just been looking great. I don't know if you saw the photo shoot that I just came out today. I did the creative for that, which I'm really excited about. It's been a pleasant surprise.
Luis, you are quite a unique person. You have done and won everything, but we see you so passionate. Could we say that you are still only focused on winning?
Right now, that's my sole focus. Of course, I have other things, like I have Mission 44. I have a team of work that we're doing, impact work. So I have space in my life for those different bits, but like 99 or 8%, whatever you want to say, is all about this. This is what I love. This is what I grew up dreaming of, and I don't know why I have the hunger that I have, or the fight, or the desire to keep doing what I'm doing to the level that I'm doing it. But I'm grateful I have it, you know, and I'm really grateful for this sport. What this sport has changed my life, you know. I don't know where I'd be without racing, but I've discovered I've grown so much through these years in this environment. And I know I'll do a lot more in this new chapter in my life, which I'm really excited about. So, yeah, I can't wait for the first race. Like, I can't wait to get racing. But I'm still going to enjoy the next days because I want to make each day count, always. And I think right now it's just about being present, really open-minded, trying to learn from all the engineers here who are experts and have their own experiences, and see how I can gel mine to work towards the goal that we all share.